Have you ever wondered why the person you love the most can sometimes be the one who turns you on the least? Wow, that sounds so sad. In this video, we will cover love versus desire, heavily influenced by Esther Perel's book, Mating in Captivity, that explores this dynamic between love and desire and how to keep them both alive and burning in a long-term relationship. In this video, I experimented using AI to help with the concept, and it's something new, so let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into it. Thank you.
Thank you for taking time out of your day for more mindfulness and clarity in your life. Even if it's only a few minutes, these moments can shift the way you see everything, especially the way you experience love. Today, I want to talk about something that isn't often said out loud. Why do relationships that feel perfect sometimes lose their spark? And more importantly, how do we keep that spark alive without losing ourselves in the process? Because here's the truth: love and desire don't thrive in the same conditions. Love wants safety, love wants comfort, love wants predictability. But desire wants mystery. It wants space. It wants the unknown. And over time, what many of us do, without even realizing it, is we build a relationship that is so safe, so predictable, so frictionless, that there's no room left for desire to breathe. We become everything to our partner: best friend, therapist, teammate, routine. And slowly, we stop being someone to discover. So the question becomes, how do we hold both? How do we feel deeply connected while still feeling alive, curious, and drawn to each other? The answer isn't doing more together. It's actually allowing space to remain individuals, space to grow separately, space to miss each other. Because attraction isn't built in constant closeness. It's built in the tension between togetherness and distance. Think about the early stages of a relationship. You didn't know everything about them. You weren't always available. There was curiosity, anticipation, even a little uncertainty. That's not something you lose. It's something you stop creating. So instead of asking, how do we get the spark back? Maybe the better question is, how do we stop suffocating it? Let your partner be someone you don't fully know. Let them go experience life outside of you. Let yourself evolve independently. Because when two whole people come back together, not out of need, but out of choice, that's where desire lives. That's where the spark returns. Not in perfection, but in polarity. Not in constant closeness, but in rhythm. Together, apart, together again. So, if you're in a relationship right now, I want you to reflect on this. Where have we become too predictable? Where have we stopped seeing each other as individuals? And what would it look like to bring a little mystery back in? Not by pulling away emotionally, but by reconnecting with who you are outside of the relationship. Because the most attractive version of you is the one that still belongs to yourself. And that's the version your partner will always be drawn to. And this is where most relationships quietly start to drift. Not because the love is gone, but because the aliveness is. It looks subtle at first. You come home after a long day. You sit on the couch together. Maybe a show is playing in the background. You talk, but only about logistics. What do you want for dinner? Did you pay that bill? What time do you work tomorrow? There's no tension, no curiosity, no real presence. You're together, but you're not meeting each other anymore. And over time, that quiet disconnection builds, not into a big explosion, but into distance, into routine, into a kind of emotional flatline where nothing is wrong. But nothing feels alive either. And that's the part people don't talk about enough. It's not always conflict that erodes a relationship. Sometimes it's comfort without consciousness, closeness without curiosity. So how do we shift that? How do we come back to the kind of connection that feels alive again? It starts with awareness, noticing the moments where you've gone on autopilot, noticing where you've stopped seeing your partner and started assuming you already know them. Because the truth is, you don't, not fully. People are always evolving. And when you approach your partner with that mindset again, curiosity returns. Ask different questions. Not how was your day, but what's been on your mind lately? What's something you haven't told me in a while? What's been exciting you or challenging you? Give them space to surprise you again. And then there's something deeper, reclaiming your individuality. Because when you lose yourself in a relationship, attraction fades, not because your partner stopped loving you, but because there's no longer contrast, no edge, no sense of otherness. So go do things that light you up without your partner, not as a way to create distance, but as a way to come back more fully alive. And when you return, you bring new energy into the relationship. New stories, new perspectives, new presence. And that's what reignites desire. It's not trying harder, it's becoming fuller and allowing your partner to do the same. There's also something powerful in reintroducing intentional moments of tension. Not conflict, but anticipation. Plan something unexpected. Break routine. Let there be moments where your partner doesn't fully know what's coming. Because predictability may feel safe, but it slowly numbs desire. And finally, choose each other again. Not out of habit, not out of obligation, but consciously, because long-term love isn't sustained by default. It's sustained by awareness, by effort, by choosing to keep discovering each other, even years later. So if things have felt a little stagnant, a little too familiar, a little too predictable, that doesn't mean something is broken. It means something is ready to evolve. And the spark you're looking for, it was never gone. It was just waiting for space, for curiosity, for you to come back to yourself so you can truly meet each other again. Thank you for being here. And as always, stay curious. Never give up. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.